The Sun. Years ago, there was a very wealthy man who, with his devoted young son, shared a passion for collecting art. Together, they traveled around the world, adding only the finest art treasures to their collection. Priceless works by Picasso, Van Gogh, Monet, and many others adorned the walls of the family estate. The widowed elder man looked on with satisfaction as his only child became an experienced art collector. The son's trained eye and sharp business mind caused his father to beam with pride as they dealt with art collectors around the world. As winter approached, a war engulfed the nation, and the young man left to serve his country. After only a few short weeks, his father received a telegram. His beloved son was missing in action. The art collector anxiously awaited more news, fearing he would never see his son again. Within days, his fears were confirmed. The young man had died while rushing a fellow soldier to a medic. Distraught and lonely, the old man faced that cold, lonely winter with anguish and sorrow. And then a knock came to the door, awakening the depressed old man. As he walked to the door, the masterpieces of art on the walls only reminded him that his son was not coming home. As he opened the door, he was greeted by a soldier with a large package in his hand. He introduced himself to the man by saying, "I was a friend of your son. I was the one he was rescuing when he died. May I come in for a few moments? I have something to show you." As the two began to talk, the soldier told of how the man's son had told everyone of his love for his father and how much his father loved paintings. "I'm an artist," said the soldier, "and I want to give you this." As the old man unwrapped the package, the paper gave way to reveal a portrait of the son painted by the young man. The father stared in awe at the way the soldier had captured the personality of his son in the painting. And the father was so drawn to the eyes that his own eyes welled up with tears. He thanked the young man, offered to pay him for the picture. "Oh no, sir, I could never repay what your son did for me. It is a gift." Though the world would never consider it a work of genius, the painting featured the young man's face in striking detail, and overcome with emotion, the man thanked the soldier, promising to hang the picture over the fireplace. And a few hours later, after the soldier had departed, the old man set about his task. True to his word, the painting went above the fireplace, pushing aside all the famous paintings. And then the man sat in his chair and spent his days gazing at the gift he had been given. During the days and weeks that followed, the man realized that even though his son was no longer with him, the boy's life would live on because of those he had touched. He would soon learn that his son had rescued dozens of wounded soldiers before a bullet stilled his caring heart. As the stories of his son's gallantry continued to reach him, fatherly pride and satisfaction began to ease the grief, and the painting of his son soon became his most prized possession, far eclipsing any interest in the pieces for which museums around the world clamored for. He told his neighbors it was the greatest gift he had ever received. The following spring, the old man became ill and passed away, and the art world was in anticipation, unmindful of the story of the man's only son, but in his honor, those paintings would be sold at an auction. According to the will of the old man, all of the artworks would be auctioned away. The day soon arrived, and art collectors from around the world gathered to bid on some of the world's most spectacular paintings. Dreams would be fulfilled this day. Greatness would be achieved, as many claim, "I have the greatest collection." The auction began with the painting that was not on any museum's list. It was the painting of the man's son. The auctioneer asked for an opening bid, and the room was silent. "Who will open the bidding with $100? He asked. Minutes passed. No one spoke. And from the back of the room came, "Who cares about that painting? It's just a picture of his son. Let's forget it and go on to the good stuff." More voices echoed in agreement. "No, we have to sell this one first," replied the auctioneer. "Now who will take the son? Who will take the son?" Finally, a servant in the house of the old man spoke up. "Will you take $10 for the painting? That's all I have. I knew the boy well, watched his life over the years since I came to work for them, so I'd like to have it." "I have $10. Will anyone go higher?" called the auctioneer. After more silence, the auctioneer said, "Going once, going twice, gone." The gavel fell, cheers filled the room, and someone exclaimed, "Now we can get on with it, and we can bid on these treasures." The auctioneer looked at the audience and announced the auction was over. Stunned belief quieted the room. Someone spoke up and asked, "What do you mean it's over? We didn't come here for a picture of some old guy's son. What about all of these paintings? There are millions of dollars of art here. I demand that you explain what is going on here." The auctioneer replied, "It's very simple. According to the will of the Father, whoever takes the son gets the entire estate and all the paintings in it. Whoever took the son got it all." And here we have our scripture, children. "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, and the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of God abideth forever." 1 John 2:15-17. Well, God bless, children, for joining today. Blessed Sabbath.